Hello, Dre. Hey, Rivy. Oh, welcome. Good morning. Hey, Webb. Glad to see we're starting off with my favorite ball of fluff. Yes. I think this should be pretty funny. We're trying to just get the biggest Poros possible, especially right at the start of the game. Should be fun. Hey, Carthians. Welcome along. Twitch ads are so inconsistent. Hey, Ibrahim. Welcome. Yeah, so today we're going to test out a couple different builds, and I think the one that we can start with is Poro King, and we're just trying to drop the biggest, most massive Poros possible, especially just at the start of the game. So we're going for Beast Within and Stack Deck, since this will immediately give our Poros an extra 1/1. Stack Deck, then, we're just going to try to get a bunch of cards so that we give our Poros even more stats at the start of the game. So hopefully we can drop like a 4/4 Poros turn 1 potentially. And then the Spirit of the Buru. All the keywords are great, but this is just helping us be able to trigger our scaling 2/2 power. So I think this should be pretty fun. Lissandra still could shut us down with her entombs and everything, especially her board wide buried in ice. So we might still lose, but it should be fun. It's weird. Whenever I'm watching on my phone and you pause for ads, I never get them. Yeah, part of me doing the ads is so that people don't get pre-roll ads, because pre-rolls are even worse. All right, so this should be pretty fun for his star powers, just in case anyone doesn't know. Round start, if allies have 4 or more unique keywords, grant allies 2/2. This is why we're using the Spirit of the Buru to immediately give our units at least 3 keywords. We just need 1 more and then we're good. And then we're going for the second star power. Round end, if an ally died this round, grant your weakest ally 1/1 and a random keyword that your allies don't have. So we're able to generate other keywords to make sure we're continually triggering our other power. So simple, straightforward, gives us a bunch of scaling, and then we're just tripling down on that with our triple epic relics. Just cleared Lissandra for the last time, and I'm never going there again. Well, congrats. All right, let's grab this here. And then one thing, just to make sure we don't get an ad during our run, or at least try to reduce it, we'll drop one here at the start. So if you need to quickly get any drink or go to the bathroom, you got like a minute and a half. Play Pike got Poro power. It seems Lurking Poro is better than an original Poro deck. I mean, the lurking power for our Poro King would be pretty good. Also, going for Lissandra here is going to be even better, because Stack Deck is especially good into Lissandra. The extra gold and the fact you can't really cut cards just pairs so well together. This should be fun. We'll just load in while we wait for people. Lurk is in a good spot right now. I don't know if you're talking about for PvP or not, but it's fun in Path of Champions. Toast, I went to bed upset last night. I had a great Caitlyn run going against Asol. Got smoked first try on my revive. He was like 2 health. And then he nuked my board with 5 free Celestials, swung for 4 copies of himself. Literally just a couple more flash bombs going off. I would have won. 30 plus flash bombs in the deck too. Yeah, that's a little bit of the issue with Caitlyn is flash bombs can be inconsistent. Yeah, that does suck though. All right, let's see what we can get for our support champion. So some other 1 costs would be nice. Elise, not bad. Double attack is solid. So cheap unit, keyword, multiple ways to generate other 1 costs. We're probably going to go there. Yeah, I think we'll go for Elise. That'll be fine. Hey, Torcat. Let's go for a power here. Reset can be fun. Duelist wouldn't be bad. But since this would end at the round, I don't think it would count for our scaling powers here. Reset can be pretty good to revive all of our units, especially against like Lissandra. I think let's do 1 reroll though, see if we can get something a little bit better. Well, there's Lion Weight, Domination. All of these are actually excellent for us. Being able to be more aggressive early is solid. Although that being said, sometimes you don't want to attack early because you just want to wait for your scaling to kick in. Game start summon a Sting Officer. This would be good just because then we get a elusive right at the start of the game. But Lion Weight would give us more scaling. This also gives us another star power or another keyword. So we can make sure we're triggering our effect. And yeah, we kind of just... we're talking about how good Lurk can be right now. Have you tried CND Jin? CND. I'm not sure offhand what that is referring to. Cease and desist? Okay. On Jin? No. I have not tried cease and desist on Jin. That would be interesting. Probably didn't help it was perfected Acel? Yeah. Alright, so we're going to go for Lion Weight, make sure we get our board-wide scaling. Domination can be very good. But there's sometimes where we don't want to attack early, so this often could get wasted, where this is always going to be solid. And give us good scaling, would work well for our Overwhelm. Yeah, we can get this here. Also works better if we can get lucky and get the evolution power. Hapless Aristocrat's not bad. Preservarium for some more draw. Mana Deposit Elise is nice. We don't play her for free. Scaling up our Lonely Poro. That's not bad. Let's buy more Poro stories. We kind of need to get more stuff in our hand anyways. When you summon a unit with a subtype, grant it 1 power. This is also a 1 cost that we can play a good amount of, but it isn't a Poro, but it is a 1 cost. Drain 1 from a unit to summon a Spiderling. We probably should save our rerolls for up here, because we're going to want to get that Spell Shield. That's going to be pretty important. Yeah, I think we'll save our rerolls for now. Also, Lissandra has Secrets Hidden by Frost, and we're going for It That Stares. So up first, Omen Hawk. Chosen or the Beast Within plus Riptide. Cease and desist, easy 10 power. That will be interesting. I might, yeah, test that out later. I'll just add a quick little note. All right, so Poronip's not bad. I think let's We need to get some more Poros first, though, so I think we'll get rid of these. Having our Professor isn't terrible. So we can immediately drop our Professor. But we could drop double Poros. I think we'll... So one Poro would give us 2-2 scaling immediately. So, like, while this can give us 2-2... Yeah, I think let's actually open up with Poros. We're already going to get the 2-2 from the board-wide scaling, so waiting for Professor doesn't really make sense. And we can attack right here. Didn't lurk, sadly. Black Shield is great for small stuff. Yeah, Black Shield would be great for Poro King. So we could use a Poro Nip to kill their marksman. Could also just use a Vile Feast, but we wouldn't have anything else to play. But this would give us another blocker, actually, so... Sure, let's drop this here.
I'll learn my scars.
Alright, so we can let this one die. Yeah, not bad. Having a unit die every round actually is decent for us, giving us some more keywords. I know this has been mentioned somewhere before, but I dislike seeing the top path every single time Lissandra, even though Vestige of Helia feels required on most champions since your unit's shut down feels awful. I agree. I'm not a huge fan, but especially for some of these champions, it does feel required.
Like this? Oh, I see.
Alright, so we can attack like this, and I think we'll just work on continuing to scale up. Yeah, this will be fine for now. The quick attack is so nice.
What will you have?
Hey, Rassus. And hey, Zells? Alright, so could go for Poro Nip. I think let's drop this here. Alright, let's get rid of this one because it has that quick attack. So we wouldn't be able to actually survive the block.
I've got this.
Very risky indeed.
Alright, GG. Nice. Yeah, it's funny the reaction to people to getting Black Shield. People are like, this is terrible, or people are like, this is amazing. So the build we're doing for Poro King is all about just getting giant Poros immediately. So we have the Beast Within for the extra 1/1 immediately. Stack deck that we're going to try to get a couple additional stats from this. We maybe can get like 3/3 from this if we're lucky. And then Spirit of the Buru for just really good keywords, but then also triggering our board-wide scaling. Heal an ally or your Nexus, draw Nexus 4, draw 1. Arachnoid Horror. Double attack. So both these are a bit more expensive, which isn't great. I think we'll just go here. Some sustain, draw, and summoning a Poro is all solid. Drain 4 from an ally. Let's just go for Poro Snacks. That'll be fine. And Starlit Seer with I Am Inevitable. Yeah, stack deck is great for Lissandra. Let's get rid of Heart and Renewal. Yeah, I think this can be okay. You aren't a developer, are you? No, I am not. I wish. Well, kind of.
I know what lurks in the shadows. You won't suffer long.
Alright, so some nice early damage. And now we're going to get some great scaling. That flight will be annoying. We could kill it, but I'd rather just build out our board, and we can drop our Darien with Poro. And yeah, we can... Well, actually, we're going to get quick attack anyways.
We could use
Alright,
some
GG.
Survival through savagery.
Yeah, still fine. Perfect. Oh, perfect. Black Shield is just a one-time spell shield, or does it work like Echoes? It's one time, but it says summon effect, so potentially if you resummon your unit, you can get it again. So there's going to be some people like Lilia that you can just keep resummoning your units so they keep getting spell shield, although it is an exact copy, so that might not work. But yeah, generally with a summon effect, if you resummon them, they get spell shield back. I'll have to see that. You said software engineering, right? Technically IT and data security. Vile Feast, no. Aurora Borealis. We're trying to end games before this is really going to be too impactful, so I think we'll hold off. But Sinister Poro sounds good. Yeah, Bonded Buckler's not bad. Alright, let's go here for Scar Mother. Let's also check our cards. Alright, so we're over 30. So we should be able to get an extra 1/1 from our stack deck. Yeah, let's go for Scar Mother with I Am Inevitable. Honestly, these two powers together is one of the worst possible combinations. Fun. The King's Constellation should make snacks a bit faster. Yeah, that'd be nice. They are a little rough. What's the plan today? We're just testing out some different champions with some of the new epic relics. Let's... Honestly, this isn't bad. Let's give it a Poro King because he's going to be a bit expensive, but this is okay. Having just all of our Poro-focused cards is quite nice.
Pledge to Sejuani's service.
So yeah, immediately a 4/4. That is nice. We probably aren't going to block here. Yeah. I'd rather take the 3 hit than letting them scale too much out of control. Alright, I think let's attack and kind of bait them into blocking here, although they probably have Elixir of Skill, or Elixir of Iron. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to try to drop a Poro Snacks here. And yeah, okay. Not too surprising, which means they're going to get buffed up and kill our Poro back. I knew there's a decent chance of that happening. Was hoping it'd be fine.
I came to fight.
Alright, I think let's kill that before it buffs everyone up even more. And then, yeah, we're big enough to block that one. We do have just massive units, which is pretty fun. So we could do a Poro Snacks. Or we can keep building out our board. I think let's actually build out our board a little bit.
You small, me big.
All right, so I think we'll just attack with this one. Quick attack is actually very bad into their units because we hit them. If we don't kill them, they then get buffed up to a massive amount and then hit us back. So we'll just attack with this one right here. And then we'll just scale up our units for a little bit.
We feast tonight, Bar.
Have you tried Swain Relic, Packed Powder, Chemtech on Veigar? Yes, I have, and I'm actually going to do a new build with Veigar later today. So that'll be fun. Let's just drop a Poro Snacks.
We'll take what we need to survive.
Alright, GG. Massive scary Poros just blasting through. Having Poros on 3-3 immediately is so nice. Yeah, it's great. Every time I see Poro King, I want to play him, and then I remember I don't, or I need to level him up. Yeah, he's also not great low level. Let's just, keep getting more Poros in our deck. Champion item will, we still want to get that spell shield. It's just so good for us. Forest Oasis is fine. When any player summons unit, sets health to 1. Not terrible for us, but yeah, still would like to get spell shield if we can. All right, that'll be good. Out of the gates, summon a 2-cost unit from your deck. That would be Elise or Professor, so that's not bad. Welcome Gifts gives us more keywords, which is solid. The one thing is we already are triggering our star powers, so it's not quite as impactful. And then, let's see. Having Elise or Professor on the board immediately is quite nice. Welcome Gifts could be good if we get Evolution, although this is kind of the potentially last keyword we're going to get. Unless we go up for the Danger Path, which we could, to be honest. More keyword spam, units up front. So I think here, the out of the gates would be better for us, because getting Elise or Professor would be better, but I think we'll go for Welcome Gifts just to have fun. And then if we high roll and get Evolution later, then it'll be insane, but out of the gates right here is probably the smarter choice, to be honest. All right, let's go for It That Stares. I don't know why I safe scum my Lissandra run. Gotta check in a bit. I pretty much never do that. I just find it not too fun. This is okay. Professor plus Poro Stories. Hey Toast, let me know if you feel the same. Sometimes when playing King of Fluffiness, my board is just full, my hand's even more full. And then it gets hard to do things, even against Acel, King of blowing up my board. So normally with Poro King, you get to a point where you don't want to play any more units, and that's where you really like trying to have like your Poro Snacks, or you just have to rely on getting spells. Because you don't want to actively replace anything on your board. That 100% does happen.
Pull the strings.
All right, so we could drop Professor, but I'd rather get this on the board. All right, so we're getting 3/3 Poros immediately, and that can just get even higher. We could go for Poro Snacks, but again, you really want to just fill out your board as much as you can immediately. Should have actually played our Poro Stories first to get a Poro, and then play another Poro to override a Preservarium. That would have been slightly better.
You won't suffer long.
Also, if we could get deep cuts, that would be so good, since we're getting so many hits off. Oh well. What relics? We're going for Stack Deck, Beast Within, and Spirit of the Buru. Yeah, we can just drop this here. All right, let's drop a Poro Snacks. Perfect, another Poro Snacks. All right, so that is a big board. I think we can actually... I guess she can't actually block. Yeah, let's try to just reduce down the damage we're taking as much as possible. I think we'll actually go here so that our Protopore can actually survive. Alright, let's drop this here, go for Poro Snacks. And this should just be game. Yep, GG. Perfect. Tomorrow was my first day of school in no less than 8 weeks. How fun. Oh man, I haven't been to school in a while. I found leveling him with rerolls was the best. You work for everything that starts with units and keywords, gearing up being the best. Yeah, for Poro King, you often don't really want to rely on Poro King himself. Normally it's better to just rely on your units. Forbidden Idol, so Plunder would make this free, which isn't bad, but getting more of our Poro Stories is good. All right, let's go over here for champion item. Strike, draw one, augment. I think we can go capture this and go through Spell Shield, and honestly care more about our lease. Our Poro King is just passive generator of goodies. Let's go up for the hard route. So let's go for Blighted Ravine and Secrets Hidden by Frost. Prison for children. I guess we're referring to school. All right, let's get rid of this. And even Vile Feast. The other two are fine. I'm gonna risk passing because I want at least to capture something. So please play something. Okay, that is not exactly what I had in mind. Alright, we're just gonna play Elise. We really don't want them to pass. Yeah, they would have too. Did not want that happening. Howdy Poro is solid. You can drop this here. If we could get creative cards cost one less, that'd be so good for our Poros. I feel like our whole deck is just Poro Stories. Oh, fantastic.
I learned my scars. In the War Mother's name. Yet the Witcher's fall.
I prefer university to school. University was way better. I think, yeah. University's great. Yeah, I guess. It's not really going to do too much. Alright, let's go ahead and drop another Poro. Sure, do our Poro snacks, heal up our Nexus. Nice. Yeah, Poro Nip is now useless. Alright, so this will be game.
From the darkness.
GG. I can't wait for Poro King to get a constellation. I'm an extrovert. Being home alone is the worst experience. That's like every day of my life is being home alone. Although my wife gets back from work, so yeah, it's not too bad. Peppered snack, thermo beam. Thermo beam's now useless. Pepper snack is nice. All right, Howling Abyss with all things grow cold. This will be interesting. Toast, what are the top 5 constellations you're hoping for? Oh, I don't. Mordekaiser is one of them. I think he would be really fun. Ornn is another one that I think would be really good to get. I wouldn't mind Nasus as long as they changed enough. Poro King would be fun. Just a lot of the lower performing champions are the ones I want. Other than like Lee Sin, just because I hate playing Lee Sin, and even if they improve him, I think I'm still going to hate playing Lee Sin. But yeah, a lot of the underperforming champions, especially the underperforming ones that I think are really fun. So specifically Ornn and Mordekaiser I think are great. I mean, Sion isn't... Like he said, constellation, so I'm just picking from people that we already have in the game, not just new champions. Let's see. This is okay. Yeah, this is solid. Nasus really needs a rework. Yes, he does. He's better than he used to be, but he still could use some help. I think let's drop the Daring Poro. 21 Muhammad, thank you for the Prime. Appreciate it. Let's drop this one here. Nice. Lifesteal. Drop our Poro stories. Alright, so that's big and scary and not worth attacking. We could have one of our units die to get another keyword, but let's just have them scale up. So let's just attack with our Daring Poro.
Scream for me. Back on the prowl.
Alright, well, dropping Elise is going to be pretty nice here. They both have Overwhelm. Of all the husks for them to generate, that is the worst. But at least we'll get rid of one of them. And we have Lifesteal, so... not the worst.
That was hot. Let's keep going.
Alright, I think let's attack before they can play anything else. We'll go like this. She can't block everyone, so we can get as much damage down as we can right here. All right,
From the darkness.
that should be a good amount of damage.
I'm right here.
Yeah, of course she blocks our lifesteal unit.
Waters, protect our prosperity.
Time to eat.
All right, we need to get rid of this. We're overfilling our hand. Sure. Let's see what keywords we get here with this one.
See? This is progress.
Lifesteal again would be nice. Not quite. Do we need to replace any of these? We could get rid of the spiderling. Sure, we have enough units. Let's try to go for some more random keywords.
Now I pack a punch.
Got a lot of deathless.
That's it. I want more.
Okay, at least she doesn't have overwhelm anymore, so that's not too bad. So yeah, all these we can just use chump blockers and it's fine. Never mind. That's not good. Okay, they were too scared to attack, so we'll be able to attack and end the game. And we'll actually be ending at full health. Sure, we can drag her over here. Don't really care about the spiderling.
You won't suffer long.
Not in my city.
Especially since we have Spell Shield, I don't think there's really anything Lissandra can do to stop us. So we should be good.
Now
If the AI did attack there, we just would have blocked with our elusive, because that had like 11 health, so it would have been fine. Also, that's a lifesteal one, so it would have healed us back up immediately. So yeah, we would have been okay. Spirit Stone's not bad. Getting more Poro stacks though. We're having so many units on our board, especially not die, so we need more spells to be able to keep buffing everyone up. Also, all of our spells cost 2 less, or not 2 less, 1 less. Stacked against them, Fixer Upper, Grit. Stacked against them lets us put more pressure on early. It will also synergize and give us 2 cost reduction here. Kind of a big issue though is Lissandra's going to keep us from playing too many cards. So this wouldn't be bad, but let's try to go for Evolve or Evolution. That would be pretty great. No, but it does have deep cuts. We have so many units hitting the board, I think deep cuts would actually be pretty fun. So even though stacked against them is solid, let's do this. I think it'll be a good time. All right, we have a lot of gold. Copy me. Yeah, let's buy a ton of these. Costs 1 more. We don't want that. Farsight, that's solid. Yeah, great getting her at the start of the game. Sadly, we're out of reroll tokens. That's a little bit sad. But we'll kind of just spend a lot here. Revive the strongest dead allied follower. Yeah, a lot of these we actually don't want. I guess we'll get Vile Feast upgrade, so we can often play it for free, although it kind of doesn't do anything anymore. I mean, I guess it'll still summon a spiderling. Yeah, wish we had some more rerolls here. Yeah, we don't want these because having them be increased in cost makes them not get all of the benefits of being a 1 cost anymore. All right, a little bit sad. We're hoping to buy potentially some more stuff there. Ah, well, Anivia with I Am Inevitable.
On my wings.
And while this is going, we'll just drop an ad break. So if you need to get any food or drink or anything, go to the bathroom, go ahead and do that right now. If Howling Abyss had cost increase, it would have been the hardest boss ever. Oh yeah, that's pretty rough. Uni, unlike school, is a marathon, not a race. Yeah. Oh. All right, 25 seconds, and everyone should be back. Although I know many of you are already back. All right, let's get rid of Heart of the Fluffit and even thinking even Poro stories. Does give us a lot of benefits, but it really overcrowds our board. I guess it's fine. Poro Nip is now terrible, sadly. Also, we can look, and yeah, we're sadly just getting 2-2 from stack deck. We weren't able to hit the 3-3. Let's open up with a Pouty Poro. They'll play something and we'll drop our Elise. Well, that's not the craziest thing to capture. They probably want to drop their Anivia. Let's actually risk passing. We really want to drop our Elise to capture like Anivia. Okay, perfect.
A new era begins.
Poro King hard mode, you can only attack with Heart of the Fluffs. I can't even remember the last time I played that card.
Sounds of the wilds.
Let's go for Poro Snacks just because it's kind of crazy. And then we can drop our Poro stories. And I guess get more Poro stories. I feel like most of our deck is just Poro stories at this point. Alright, so this will be solid.
We could use a bite.
Yeah, this Icker is gonna be... It's already at 13 and 5 damage. That's great. Alright, let's drop another Poro Snacks. And sure.
My path is clear.
Lifesteal's a bit annoying,
I knew, and now I am.
but we should be fine.
My cause.
What's your hurry?
Yeah, they're just getting absolutely destroyed. So we'll just be able to attack and end the game. Perfect. GG.
You won't suffer long. Leaving so soon, the little ones will miss you.
College and university is pretty important since it's generally your first time to be away from home. It's kind of the time we need to figure out who you actually want to be and actually go for that as a person, because a lot of the decisions you make in college will have a pretty big impact on the rest of your life. So do your best, but also don't get overly stressed. Try to enjoy it. Don't just go there for classes. It's time to really figure out who you are. Brood Awakening, don't really care about that. Poro Cannon, we can play this for free. Getting 2 Daring Poros. Sure. Let's go for the Soul Gorger because we don't want to cut a card. So lose 10 and add 2 copies of spells with Health Potion. Heal 10, add 2 copies. We don't really want any of these. We could go for pack mentality, but I think we're fine. So yeah, I think we'll leave and we'll just go for Lissandra.
At last, my time is at hand.
Half my career in college was in the pandemic. That sucks. Yeah, everyone that was stuck in college and school during the pandemic is terrible. Let's get rid of Poro King, get rid of Poro Nip, and we can hold on to the other 2. That's fine.
I will bury the world in ice.
Let's just immediately drop our Elise, capture their Lissandra. Let's go for our Poro Snacks first, just because then it makes our Poro Stories cost nothing. But yeah, because it goes off twice, the cost increase. That's a little annoying. Sure. Let's put this here. Let's actually go for Sinister Poro. We don't want too many Poro Stories. Alright, let's go ahead and attack like this. Their Frostguard Thrall will be a little rough. He will be able to block and potentially kill one of our units, but let's just do as much damage as we can.
We could use a bite.
Alright, not terrible. Perfect. We can
Stay a while.
drop these here. Yeah, that'll be okay. Not having to deal with entombs, not have to worry about buried in ice. All of that is incredible. All right, let's go ahead and end here, and then our next attack. Well, they have a lot of health left, so we probably won't be able to end, but we'll be able to do a ton of damage.
You won't suffer long.
All right, unless they can get these frozen thralls on the board to block us, they're not even trying. Oh, GG.
A bite was all it took.
Poro fluff for 1. I never play Poro Fluff. Yeah, the AI doesn't know how to handle spell shields. They do just give up sometimes. Alright, so this is a pretty fun build for Poro King. Don't necessarily think it's his best build at all. Oftentimes with Poro Kings, you want it to be a little bit more situational. But it is pretty fun just trying to get the biggest Poros you can on the board immediately. And Spirit of the Brew, always just fantastic. Imagine if the Fluffed had 1/1 Poro for 1. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. So one of the other builds I want to test out is this one right here. So we're going for Veigar, we're going with Packed Powder, Chemtech Duplicator, and Frozen Tomb. What we want to have happen here is get 2 Veigars on the board immediately. Now the Packed Powder, this is just any sort of cost reduction, so if we're going up against someone where we don't think we're going to get the Plunder off, you could also go for Disciple of Shadows. We're just trying to get Veigar on the board before the Frozen Tomb goes off, so we can have 2 of them on the board, both of them with Chemtech Duplicator going off, so our Darkness is just being duplicated twice, and we just absolutely shred everything. So this is one that I'm wanting to try, and then also very similar, but I want to kind of do the same thing with Vex, where I get Frozen Tomb and Chemtech. The crazy thing with Vex is she doubles your damage when she's leveled. So you have 2 Vex that are both doubling your damage and both doubling your spells. So it's always going to be slower. This will be better once you have like her at 5 stars, but another one that could be absolutely insane. But I think we'll go for Veigar, at least for today. Should be a fun time. Let's see. Does this game have a solid player base? It seems to have a pretty good one. Also, the player base doesn't matter quite as much for a single player game. But yeah, it seems to be a good amount of people playing. Alrighty. I don't really want to do Lissandra again. I don't really want to do Swain with a 3-star Veigar. That sounds terrible. But also some of these also sound terrible as well. Yeah, I think we might try the 4.5. Oh, well, half of it is... the side I play is PvE. The other half is PvP. As far as the PvP side, I think it's also doing decently well. But again, I don't actually play that side, so... can't really give you 100% certainty. Alright, yeah, let's use this, and we can try to go for the 4.5. This will be rough. But we're also just kind of testing out the build, so let's see how it goes. And yeah, I think before we drop into... well, we can get in here. But also we're going to drop another ad here in a moment, just so that we don't get one through the run, or at least so we don't get multiple. We normally still get hit with one. Also, I'm going to go to... the bathroom in a moment. We can wait a little bit, actually. Yeah, let's see what we get for our first power. Reset, Duelist. I think we'll go for Flexible Game Plan. If Frozen Tomb Veigar is going to be good, I know what I'm going to do next. It'll be better once you get him to 5 stars. Like, you obviously can't do that right now. But the more mana you have, the better Frozen Tomb is, just because it's easier to get your champion on the board. Let's go for Chem Punk Shredder. All right, so we have our Veigar, which is good. Although he's our only champion, so we know we're going to draw him. Stilted Roadmaker is solid, but we want to try to get someone that can get our plunder off. Granted, we're probably just going to be unlucky. Although we could just go for Pokey Stick. Yeah, with them having blockers, it's going to be a struggle. No point in killing that. But our hand is pretty full. Let's get this out of hand. Could play it on the Ghastly Band for the extra damage, because this will only count as one. I think we'll... Actually, I was going to pass, but we can play Autopus. The Attune lets us play it essentially for free. That way we can just have a blocker. Alright, let's pass, and we're going to use the Pokey Stick next round to get our plunder damage off, so we can play Veigar.
Officer J.S. Hawklaw.
Alright, let's kill that and drop this one right here. But this is probably going to hurt. Yeah, going for stress defense here would save us a ton of damage. We have next round to play Veigar at full price. We really should do that. We're just going to take too much damage otherwise. Yeah, I don't think Veigar's necessarily good in this environment, but again, mostly just testing out the build. Alright, your hand is too full. We just need to be using our darkness here. Also, Veigar does have in his deck this unit right here that can give you extra mana gem, so that can help you speed up your game plan so your Chem Tech activates a little bit earlier. Sadly, we don't have that at the moment. Alright. So sadly, this isn't really going to kill anyone. We really need units, so we just need blockers. So I think we're probably going to drop the Tenor of Terror. Just to get 2 blockers.
The tall tree, the tallest tree.
Yes, sing of my magnificence, bird.
Alright, let's drop a prank here. And yeah, this is going to hurt. Alright, so we need to drop this here, and we'll try to kill that unit. So next round, we get our Duplicator activated. Alright, so let's drop this to level up our Veigar. And yes, it's going off 3 times. So we can drop our Dark Bulb. So we could play this immediately. I think let's drop our Twisted Catalyzer.
With our crystals combined.
I'm glad they're killing our units that aren't our Veigar. Alright, let's just attack with this unit right here, and then we will kill them next round. Cards left 5. I guess Pokey Stick actually can be a little bit deadly. Might actually kill us. Alright, so now we're just going to use our darkness straight to face. And GG. Already liking what I'm seeing with Frozen Tomb here. The problem is it is really slow. Yeah, it's a very slow effect, which isn't great because we're just taking so much damage early, but it has potential. It's probably going to be something you're wanting to play for very specific scenarios. Like, all of these are way too expensive. We need something earlier. 2 cost, grant all allies in your deck and hand 2/2 an ephemeral. That sounds terrible. 6 cost, like, lifesteal's great. When someone create a darkness in hand if you don't have one. Copy it targeting the enemy nexus. We need blockers. I guess we'll get this. It has darkness synergy, it has lifesteal, but yeah, we are not doing the best here because we're already at half health. Zoe is early game. She's probably immediately gonna die. Some control, though, isn't bad. I guess we'll go here. I never get why people use Scourge to stash Pack Powder on Veigar. You can't summon on turn 1 anyway. You can only summon on round 2 if you get one specific card. Because getting him on the board early is incredibly important. Veigar boosts all of your damage, all of your darkness damage at round start. So you want to get him on board. Also, with this build, we're trying to get him on board before the other effect goes off. So that's why cost reduction is so good on him. In what world would we ever use Encroaching Shadows, by the way? That card doesn't sound good to me in any capacity except for Hecarim. I mean, Encroaching Shadows is good for Veigar. Not Veigar, Viego. So I feel like the Unscarred Reaver would be easier. I feel like the Soldier would just destroy us. We'd love to get more copies of our Veigar, though. Yeah, let's try to go here. I feel like either way we're probably going to get destroyed. Any tips for a low-budget Kate 5-star adventure clear? The plan many have been struggling with is re-rolling for Mortal Marks on Remitter. Any other tips? Yeah, Mortal Marks is pretty great for 5+ adventure. Going for Stalker's Blade or Gatebreaker are both very good for her. Stalker's Blade can be good with Guardian Angel, because then you can kill your Kate. She gets resummoned, and she gets another strike off, which she can't do with Gatebreaker. Also going for Grand General's Counterplan, and then just suiciding your Caitlyn and then replaying her to get another strike off is another valid strategy. But yeah, her strike effect is incredibly good. You can even go for a build with just like triple strike relics. You wait until like the mid game where you get like 10 flash bombs to activate. You drop her and she just nukes the enemy nexus. Yeah, her strike effect is crazy when she is leveled. Let's get rid of a couple of these. Oh, right, their ephemeral unit is also just going to be massive here. How fun. Let's just drop our Twisted Catalyzer.
Only I can command darkness. Only I.
And let's try to work on killing that unit. Yeah, I figured I should probably just go for like a Acel adventure with this one, because I knew it wasn't going to end well. But yeah, I was trying to do something a little bit more interesting.
Trickster never
But yeah, Veigar, especially with this type of build, is just so slow.
Great fool! My mind!
Yeah, we're too low tempo. We're just getting destroyed. And we can't reliably trigger our plunder at all, but especially because they have so many extra blockers.
Come, the journey ahead is long.
Yeah, we're probably going to die this next attack, most likely.
We'll make them pay!
Alright, so we can drop this and at least kill that unit. Then we could drop our tenor and be able to get a couple blockers. This unit does have Overwhelm, which is going to be very bad for us. We could stun it, but we couldn't play anything else. And yeah, we don't want one of our Veigars to be able to block, because then he'll die. I think we'll try to go here. Okay, there's just gonna be too many units.
Death comes.
I hate you.
Give up now!
So yeah, we can survive with 9 health, or well, just a couple of health, and have both of our Veigars die. And so, yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm just not gonna bother. You have all the new relics already? Not quite. There's 2 more that I don't have. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, let's get rid of that. Get rid of tenor. Alright, having a stun is actually quite nice.
Come, the journey ahead is long.
Sure, make that cost 2 more, not too bad. And yeah, we can just pass here. Alright, let's go ahead and stun that card. We definitely don't want that going off. And also our Twisted Catalyzer, it's a little bit sad because we want them to be able to get strikes off, but because they have quick attack, we can't really do that at all. And our darkness aren't enough to actually kill anyone. Yeah, we are just getting absolutely destroyed.
I will drink your darkness!
Yep, should have just gone for Aurelian Soul. That's what I normally do for 3-star people. Alright, so we can get our Veigar on the board. We'll have 2 of them next round, but we still won't have our Chemtech active yet. We'll play our Pesky Spectre next round as a blocker, and we have our Stress Defense, so there's a decent chance we can actually survive.
Fresh catch? Well, it was fresh.
Alright, so we're going to use our Stress Defense.
Number 3. Soon, Lord Veigar. It will be ready soon.
Alright, so we're going to Make that one small.
Smooth brain fool!
All right, still taking a lot of damage, but a lot less. And now we're gonna have our Chemtech online, finally.
Hour approaches! The darkness consumes you! I am the destroyer of worlds!
All right, so we could kill this unit. Normally you can activate Packed Powder. It's just in this scenario when they always have blockers, it's not always the best. So in a scenario like this, you could throw on Disciple to try to get your Veigar off early. Also, we just had bad luck with not drawing our Pokestick. You often can get the Plunder off for Veigar pretty consistently. It's just this adventure is pretty terrible for Veigar, which is kind of what we figured, but we were hoping we could do a little bit better. Sure, we can drop this here. Alright, so next round we'll generate a darkness, and that will end the game. Hey, Service, it's going alright.
Make them pay!
How about trying the weekly 4-star next? That's exactly what we're doing, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. GG.
I'm the best mage of all time!
Yeah, the biggest thing here is just testing and making sure Frozen Tomb does work on Veigar, which it does, and this will be good when Veigar gets his constellation, and then it's something that will be good in specific scenarios. We're just going into adventure where it's very early aggro, and we do not have a build that can handle that at all. All right, Fleet Feather. Yeah, I feel like I'm probably not gonna bother here, because we're just getting destroyed. You're doing the 4.5. There's a 4-star for that. Oh, that's what you mean. Over here. Maybe. Yeah, so for this build, or for Frozen Tomb specifically, it is solid for Veigar. If you want to get double Veigar on the board, that can be fun with having 2 Chemtech duplicators go off. I don't think it's really needed, and I think just going for your normal build with Packed Powder and the Swain Relic is better, because then you're getting your Veigar on the board turn 1, and then you're able to power up your Darkness every single round, which really helps with your early game a lot. And this is also giving you a drain effect, so even if you take a little bit of extra damage, I think for the moment this is still going to be like the go-to Veigar build, but I think there is a place for Frozen Tomb, especially later on, since you can get extra starting mana if he gets his constellation, and if you want a lot of late game damage, this is going to give you a ton. I think Frozen Tomb for this same sort of setup will be better with Vex. There we go. Because Vex gives you double damage when she's leveled. So you're not only getting spell duplication, you're also getting a duplication of the damage of it. So I think you can go for pretty much a similar build for Vex. And it can also be quite good. We won't test this out right now, but same similar effect could be solid. All right, we're gonna go ahead and potentially test out Neela with a couple of the new relics, or we might go for Vi with this sort of build right here. But I'm gonna... Let's see. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and while I do, I'm going to drop a ad. So if anyone needs to go get a drink, go to the bathroom, now's the time to go ahead and do that. Half the people say Vi, half the people say Neela, it seems. New champions and constellations come out every month. Alright, so everyone should be back. The Neela build is very similar to what we've already done today with the stack deck. Now, it will be a little bit different because obviously we're playing a different champion, we're not playing Poros, but I think we'll save this one for later because we already tested out stack deck today. Whereas for Vi, this is going to be something very different. This is something that I did not come up with. This was something multiple people have suggested to me, and I did like one match with it, not a whole adventure, but just like a match, and yes, it works out quite well. So you go for Strength of Stone plus Luminous. This makes your Vi massive, makes all of your units formidable, and then with that you can go for Starforged. Since we have Vi at 5 stars, that gives us 4 starting mana, which is pretty crazy, especially for Vi. We're just spamming a whole bunch of cheap cards. Now, the great thing about this is with her new star powers, for one, you have Overwhelm. That gives you extra damage. But then when you draw a card, grant your strongest ally 2 health and impact. So this is essentially buffing up their damage and giving them more impact. So if we can pair extra draw with this build, we can just do a ton of damage very fast into the game. So it seems like kind of a meme build, but it actually seems to work out decently well. So let's grab this here. Do I want to do any nightmares or anything? One of the foes unit strikes granted 2/2. Kill all units except each player's strongest. Sure, we can go for the 4 power. Only the strong isn't great for us because we're all about normally playing a whole bunch of units. But sure, we can go ahead and try it out here, just so it's something a little bit different than like a Aurelian Soul. What about Cease and Desist with Gale Force? I think that could be fine. This isn't, the Biggle Dust Stash isn't bad for all of our Poros, but I think let's go for Sorcery. Alright, Rockhopper. Yeah, this build is not one if you have her at 6 stars. This is completely terrible if you have her at 6 stars. They completely fight each other. But if you don't have her at 6 stars, this is going to be solid. Let's get rid of this and that. Yes. All right, so let's drop this unit first. We're going to be trying to end these games like as soon as possible as far as rounds go. So this is making us draw a champion. So that is giving us extra power. We're going to drop our Eager Apprentice, which makes us draw a spell to give us more draw. And then we're not really going to have anything else that can help us, unfortunately. But might as well play this here. We're doing this just for a couple extra attackers. And there is 21 damage, so close. So a lot of early aggression.
Would you look at this place?
So we can drop Vi. Veteran Investigator isn't bad. Sure, let's just try to keep buffing up this unit with some more draw.
Old high horse Harkner.
All right, we'll try to pass. All right, that's fine with us.
My board!
So we could play other cards, but they're just going to immediately die to the Only the Strong. So yeah, I kind of feel like, why bother? All right, perfect. So this is going to be overkilling a ton.
I will run you over.
But GG. I guess we don't have any more champions. Oh, nice. Imagine if Impact also worked out while defending. That'd be nice. Vi doesn't scale in hand with this build. No, it does not. But dropping her immediately, if we already have a big unit on the board that already is having a bunch of health and impact, we don't really want Vi to start stealing the stats. Fury Horn Crasher is fun. Solid stat line, already has impact. Yeah, that'll be good. When I'm summoned, create a dragon in hand. A 3 cost is going to reduce the cost of all allied units by 1. That's kind of crazy. Elder Dragon with Wriggles. We're kind of looking for extra draw. Not really... Yeah, there's not really a draw here, but the Cloud Drake is funny. Like, a 3-cost Cloud Drake. Yeah, we can get that there. That just seems silly. Sure, let's go for Crown Guard. Yeah, with this build, we really don't care about Vi. Like, we're not relying on her. We're not building her up. This is a build if you want to focus on your deck and your units, not your Vi. All right, so we can drop this here. That's a little annoying. Drop this to get some more draw going. Oh, this unit. Yeah, that's the one issue is the power for the star powers goes off of power, not health. So when we have here, gives your strongest unit 0 or 2 power and 2 impact. It's going to get split between our units, which is a little annoying. Let's go ahead and attack like this, though. Do we want to kill that unit? Yeah, I kind of do. Alright, so let's use one of these. Discard Elder Dragon, because we're probably not going to play him. We can drop Vi, but again, we don't really want Vi necessarily taking all of the Veteran Investigator stats, because he's already stronger than Vi is. We can build out our board. I think we'll drop this here to just keep stacking up our main unit.
New recruit reporting in.
All right, we'll drop this as another blocker. All right, this is fine.
Sure, boss.
We don't want our main unit to lose any of his power. So yeah, I think we can just block here. All right, get some more draw going.
Every work demands a piece of ourselves.
Right. Did that sound right?
All right, I think let's just attack and try to end.
Stay still.
We have a lot more damage, or a solid amount more. We could push with Mystic Shot, but not needed. GG. Any build that makes you less reliant on your champ has a head start on other builds, in my opinion, based on what I've seen the first 2 to 3 months I've been playing, because if you're hoping to stomp with your champ, the game screws you over in one match or another eventually. Yes, it is always nice to not have to rely on your champion. Create in hand, so yeah, we'll keep creating. We want draw, but all of these is just drawing stuff. Now, this actually gives us a draw, which is decent. Charlatan is also solid because this is giving us more draw as well. Also, this is double attack and a decent stat line. And yeah, double attack. So I think we'll grab this because that could be pretty good for us. Yeah, we don't really care about a champion. Let's go for a healer. Is there a card we want to cut? Egghead does have a decent stat line. I think we can get rid of Chump Wump. It's solid, but for a 3 cost, we'd rather play any of our other 3 costs. And we don't really care about the Mushroom Clouds for this build. Alright, the shop sounds good. Yeah, so let's go for Vagabond. I've been loving Vi. Such a wide variety of things you can draft that are just great. Yeah, there's a lot you can build around with her. All right, draw, draw, draw. Not draw. All right, so let's drop our Veteran Investigator.
Greed will turn any man into a monster.
Do we want to damage that? We're probably not going to end round 1. So this would be blocker. We're fine. Let's just go straight to face. We're using up this damage so we can play our Eager Apprentice.
Gently, gently.
We're just trying to get as much draw as we can in the first round. And sure, we can just discard a Vi here. All right, let's go ahead and attack, push as much damage as we can. pretty good. Would double Gravedigger Spade for extra draw be good on Vi? The issue is... Oh, that's bad. The issue is with Gravedigger Spade, you have to have your champion on the board for it to activate. So... Oh, game freaked out. So it's not great in that regard. I think you'd rather want other stuff over Gravedigger Spade, since it is going to be so difficult for that to go off.
Steady now.
All right, let's drop this here just for the draw.
Is my duty.
We're playing a lot of these cards just as essentially cards to buff up our other unit. But this should be game. GG. Yeah, we'll probably never play our Vi. We need an epic level Spade with power. That would be nice. If Gravedigger Spade ever had the power effect, then it would be worth having for Vi. But without that, it's a little bit rough. Sure. Getting more of our Cloud Drakes in hand will be good. Yes, that'll be solid. Let's see if we can get a decent power here. Draw a unit, not bad, although we don't really care about the 4 power. Summon a Green Glade Lookout. I mean, sure, it's another unit, I guess. It's a unit that will be hitting the board, and this is actually a good opportunity to test if our game start effects will happen before this or not. Because if this unit actually gets our extra stats from our game start draw 2 cards, then that could actually be really good. But we'll have to see. Yeah, we can leave here. Let's go ahead and cut another card. I think we can get rid of the Egghead Researcher. It's fine. And I'm probably actually going to get rid of the Crasher as well, actually. We like it, but we're trying to pretty much have every card have draw on it. All right, Darius.
Every army needs a general.
We're basically getting 4 damage passively each round start. Yes. Yeah, so these all go off, and then he activates. So we can go for Cloud Drakes, but the Charlatan gives us extra draw. Sure, let's play this here, though. It's like, this is a big unit to just drop round 1 that also buffs up all of our other units. Or, well, gives us cost reduction for all of our other ones.
I've got my book. Hope that's all right.
Coming in hot!
So yeah, we're really just trying to push as much damage as we can. If this was a situation where we didn't have all of our units dying from only the strong, then this build is even better.
The hand of Noxus.
Yeah, I'm having fun with a free attack Cloud Drake. Deathless, sure, that'll be handy, kind of.
Sure about that?
That's fine. Alright, we can drop other units, but it won't really do too much. Yeah, I think this will be fine. All right, we'll build out our board. We won't just immediately attack, even though we probably could end. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. But we can also do this and just kill him so they don't actually get that rally.
I'm doing this my way.
You won't get past me.
Here's the fun part. Freeze!
So Vi will still level. So that's good.
Justice is served.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I enjoy the idea of Formidable. Wish it didn't slow down attacks so much. Yeah, that's true. It would be nice if we got a Formidable champion like Galio. That'd be pretty fun. Hi Toast, quick question. Now the patch has been settled down, who'd you say is the better character between Vi and Kate at different star levels? So I kind of covered this in a video I already put out. So if you want more in-depth thoughts, go look at my patch 5.8 review, because I go into that a lot deeper there. I prefer Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn is more interesting. Vi could, especially at 6 stars, be potentially better just because you can put so much more pressure on earlier into the game. Although Caitlyn does have her 6 stars, it just does tons of damage. Yeah, I like Caitlyn more. I think she's more enjoyable to play, but I think they did a good job with Vi. I think she is solid, and they did a good job of updating her star powers. I like Vi's relic, the design of it better. I like that you can use it on more people, but it's not necessarily overcrowding other relics. I think Caitlyn's relic is getting a little bit too close to being, or at least feeling like it's required. Yeah, let's just grab Spirit here. Caitlyn's 6 stars worth getting just for the fun factor? Yeah. Caitlyn is just a very fun champion. Game start, draw 2. I don't really care about this. Sure, let's just draw all the things. Alright, Scout. Caitlyn's relic is not required. I have tested it out. You can still clear the tougher content in the game, which is another thing I went over in that video. It is not required. Let's get rid of this.
They're here. Sound the alarm. Call the reinforcements.
When I'm thinking required, it's like you can't win without it. It's changing whether or not you can win. And I was still able to clear like Lissandra and Galio without that, and then other doing intentional handicaps to make it more difficult for myself. All right, let's drop a Cloud Drake. Sure, let's go for Deathless, since we know it's going to die at the end of the round. Actually, it actually probably won't. The other one probably will.
Would you look at this place?
All right, let's drop this here. All right, Eager Apprentice, get some more draw going. Guess we should have played. Well, this one actually doesn't really matter because the draw effect buffs up its power. Yeah, we can get rid of Elder Dragon, and then here we can get rid of one of the other Poros.
I will run you over.
Yeah, this build is so much better when you're not in this sort of challenge where it's killing all of your units. Still, though, pretty good. Alright, so we could drop our Vi if we wanted, or we can just end the game. Let's go ahead and do that. GG. I remember going to the comments under the patch review video and seeing all the complaints about Caitlyn. Like, wow, people are so salty. Yeah, people are very salty. What do you think is the minimum star level to clear the Caitlyn quest then? I think you can do it at 3 stars. But it's still going to be challenging. And you might take a couple attempts. But you can clear Lissandra at 3 stars. Yeah, there's people that are defeating it with 2 stars. Not that I would really recommend that, but that'd be a lot luckier. I think clearing with 3 stars is perfectly fine. Let's see. Elder Dragon, Trap and Mariner. 3 cost for that. Updraft to draw 1. That's nice. Yeah, that's okay. More draw. Let's go for Titanic Wake. Power Overwhelming. This doesn't really do much since we can't have a full board. So it's really just the common effect of grant your weakest unit 1/1. Let's go for Titanic Wake. That'll be fun. Gives us more of a reason to play Vi. Gentle Gem Dragon. I think we're probably fine. Yeah, let's not do level up. Sure. Let's just get more units going at the start of the game. Alright, I think we're fine. Let's see. Spells Chest, Smooth Soloist. We'll go over here. So, Stargate Gazer. I beat Lissandra with 2-star level 30 Caitlyn, Grangel's Counterplan Stalker, and Guardian Angel. Yeah, I think I actually saw your Reddit post about it, I think. But yeah, you can definitely do it. It's not... People are complaining like, oh, they're pushing you towards buying stuff. And it's like, I'm sure they're doing that in some regards, but it's not like you have to buy stuff in order to clear it. To get the quest done. Let's get rid of these 2. It's not my post, but I used his build. Okay.
They're here. Sound the alarm. Call the reinforcements.
Alright, we don't really... I guess let's drop this one here. Let's drop one of these, try to get another spell.
Bring the others.
Okay, not what I was really going for, but get rid of a blocker.
These jewels are more than mere trinkets.
Alright, give us our Mystic Shot. There we go.
Sound the alarm.
Alright, let's
Get 'em.
use some of these other ones.
Call the reinforcements.
Alright, so 15 damage essentially, 12 impact.
Be brave. Bring the others. Affirmative. There, through the trees.
Sure, let's attack with this one first.
You spurn my gift?
Call the reinforcements.
Through the darkness, I see something.
Yeah, I figured they were going to do something to mess with our unit, which is why I wanted to get that attack in. Enfeebling Strike is amazing. Yeah, if you're playing Caitlyn, Enfeebling Strike is great.
My path is set. Take me.
All right, so we can drop double investigator. I think we'll just end for now, though.
Oh, you're all so cute.
Heal ally's pretty good. Ooh, that's scary.
Osu, help!
So we could drop our Vi and get a ton of stats. I think we'll probably do that.
I feel better when you feel better.
Because she's going to activate the Titanic.
What you got, rookie?
Rookie, this mustache is older than your badge.
What you got, rookie?
Rookie, this mustache is older than your badge.
Alright, this is going to be all very good. Very much overkill, though.
Here's the fun part.
Alright, GG. I love the voice lines in this game so much. Yeah, they're great.
And that's a knockout.
Alright, let's see. Do we care about any of these? We could play this for free. Not that that really matters. Sure. Well, we'd like to gain our other spell, actually. We'll just grab this here. Alright, Smooth Soloist. Game start draw 2. We're kind of overdrawing. I think let's try to get something a bit better. Don't really care about little buddies. Target an ally with a single target spell. We're not really doing that at all. Could summon another unit at the start of the game. This also does give us draw. Sure. We can grab that. We can get rid of the Astute Academic. And go for Azir.
Your loyalty will be rewarded.
Rookie, he sounds so offended by her, which is exactly what Vi does, and it's great. Alright, let's get rid of a couple of these. We already know we're having units on board at the start of the game, so having early game units doesn't matter quite as much.
Call for reinforcements. Bring the others. Affirmative.
Well, let's get a quick attack in.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
It's kind of overkill. Sure, let's drop this one here. This unit's gonna die at the end of the round anyways.
Here, sound the alarm.
Shurima never fell. It only awaited my return.
Alright, so we could kill him with the gotcha. Could do Mystic Shot for another draw. Sure, we'll do this because we're not only killing him, we're also making sure he can't block. Alright, that is a lot of damage.
Call for reinforcements. Here, sound the alarm.
Fantastic. So we can drop our Vi, trigger our Titanic Wake.
Vi stands for violence.
So yeah, even with this build, Vi is actually still pretty solid.
There's the 1-2 punch.
And we're leveled.
That's how we do it.
The Vi powering up animation is so satisfying for some reason. I mean, they do a good job with their animations. All right, as about to hit, we can't snooze it anymore. We're gonna try to just end right here. Quickly before the ad hits. GG.
Vi stands for victory.
All right, that went pretty well. This might not be a meme build. No, it does work out pretty well. Yeah, it is actually quite solid. It's a little bit better for us since we do have Vi at 5 stars. So we're starting at 4 mana, which is pretty crazy with this build. Also, this is a build that works very well when you don't have her at 6 stars. So since we don't have it 6 stars, we're getting kind of the maximum benefit from it. This completely fights your 6-star power though. So if you have Vi at 6 stars, like if you want to play this build, go for it, but it's making your 6-star completely irrelevant. It is pretty solid though, especially for those of us that don't have Vi at 6 stars. And like in this encounter that we just did, it was killing all of our units at game start, all but one. And like you saw how fast we could fill up that board. So Vi being able to just flood your entire board with units, attack, do a ton of damage. You're flooding your board, you have elusives, you have overwhelm, you have impact. Vi is able to do so much damage with this build that, yeah. Although on paper it sounds like a meme build, it does actually work out quite well. And yeah, you can still level up Vi, because that was something a lot of people would say is like, oh, Vi can't level. Nope, she can still level because it says I've struck for 10 damage. Still works. Yeah, 6-star with this build doesn't work. All right, not too bad. Although I normally save my weeklies for tomorrow because that's when the other quest comes out in order to complete them. Yeah, little sad. So yeah, we still need to try out some champions with big guns. There's more champions we can play with cease and desist. Probably need to test more builds for Caitlyn still. Frozen Tomb. It's solid, but I think this is going to be a relic that gets better the longer the game goes on. We get more builds that can synergize with it. We get more champions that can get their constellation, so they get the extra starting mana. But it's pretty fun. Definitely worked out well. Definitely worked out well for Talia. It's happening, guys. Strength of Stone is successful or useful. Yeah, Strength of Stone is starting to be pretty good. I'm really hoping they do add Galio. He'd be fun having the actual formidable deck. Strength of Stone has always been useful. Yeah. We still haven't done any loaded dice builds. I'm pretty much thinking it's going to be good for Darius, although I think the epic power and items, this might have a chance to actually hurt you. So like for Darius, a lot of the powers you really like to get, like Titanic Wake and Trifarian, and even Domination, all of those are actually rare powers. But they're rare powers that are going to have a higher impact than a lot of the epic powers. And then for other champions that use this, like you could use it on Aurelion Sol because he likes rerolls. You're really wanting to get common or rare powers that are giving you a created card at the start of the round. Lux is wanting sorcery or slow but steady. Both of those are rare powers. So a lot of the people that want the rerolls, don't actually want, like, their most important things that they're looking for aren't epic powers, which could actually make it a little bit worse. Like, epic items is great, but people that go for rerolls don't actually want epic powers generally. Would love to see Nasus Frozen Tomb. I've played around with it a little bit. So I tried one run with him, and I actually went for double Stalker's Blades before, but then when he got summoned, there was nothing for him to hit, so it was actually kind of wasted. I'm thinking of maybe going for Portal Pals so that he gets summoned. He summons 2 cards, and those cards can be bigger but then very cheap. Granted, Shurima doesn't necessarily have the best package for Portal Pals, so I haven't tested it yet, but this is something I've been working on. Does kind of suck that Frozen Tomb isn't great for the big chunky champions since they all have play effects. Yes, that is pretty sad that a lot of those champions, like, you can still play them, you just won't get their very powerful play effect, which isn't great. Yeah, we also have still some champions to test out for even... Where were the other ones? Yeah, more for stacked deck and more for the hidden tome. Pretty much for the next little while, it's just testing out a whole bunch of different champions. It would be great on Tryndamere. Yeah, Tryndamere would be pretty good. What about Frozen Tomb Viego? Having 2 leveled Viego on board is insane. If you have a low-level Viego that you're not getting him on the board early, that could be fine. For me, my Viego's normally hitting the board turn 1 or 2, and like Viego's normally ending before the Frozen Tomb is ever going off. So it's essentially just a dead landmark that's filling up board space that you want. So for me, it would be terrible. But if you have a lower level Viego, your games are going longer, then potentially having double Viego could be good. So Frozen Tomb. Game start, summon a landmark with countdown 4 summon me. So it has a copy of your champion that's on the board in a landmark at the start of the game, and it counts down. And after a couple rounds, it comes out. And so it can be good for champions that generally want to get 2 of their champion on the board. So this can be really good for Chemtech duplicator champs, where like Set or Lee Sin or even like Lux, where you have a hard time playing the champion for the 5 mana and you would rather just get them on the board. So getting them on the board for free and then you don't have to worry about paying for them is quite nice, but you can potentially get 2 of them on the board for some champions. So you can get like Chemtech duplicator going off twice. That can be really good. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It is a little bit obviously slower. Now you can count it down, so going for a champion like Talia, you can copy it with Talia, so you can have essentially 3 Talias on the board. You can use your countdown effects to speed it up. It's interesting. It is a little bit too slow for many champions though, because depending on the content you're going, having something that's taking that long to activate is pretty bad for you. Getting a 3rd or 4th Lily in play sounds funny. Also, the tomb counts towards her level up. Yes, there's going to be some fun stuff you can do, especially with pairing it with like Chemtech Duplicator, yes, but also Echoing Spirit. So then your champion spells get 2 cost reduction per... well, if you have 2 champions, they get 2 cost reduction. So Echoing Spirit, like for Vex here, your champion spell would be free if you have 2 of her on the board. So that could be pretty good. But also you can go for a Ludens. And then you can get this doubling up its effect as well. So that's another cheesy thing you can do. Yeah, a lot to test, but the only thing I can say for sure is that Frozen Tomb is a cool relic. Yes, indeed. All right, I have a lot that I need to edit still. If you haven't noticed, we're putting out 2 to 3 videos every single day. So a lot of editing time. So I think we'll call it there for today. I'll get some builds ready, though, for tomorrow. Yeah, we'll keep on testing everything out. Thanks for hanging out with me for a bit, though. I hope you all have a great rest of the day. See ya.